Hey everybody, it's Lainey. It's Tuesday, September 15th as I'm recording this, and I want to share something with you that's been coming in from parents really from all over the world when they are contacting me and asking me questions. There's something that keeps coming up, and I want to talk to you about it, and that is this mistake that a lot of parents make, and they don't even realize that they're making it. And the mistake that they're making is that they're not carving out any time for themselves during the day. Not at all. They say they don't even have 30 seconds to themselves. And the problem with this, the reason why it's a mistake, is because parents are accidentally running themselves into the ground. They're accidentally depleting themselves to the point where they can't even take care of basic things in a non edgy way. So they're running themselves ragged and they're not able to show up for their kids in the way that I know they really want to. So when somebody tells me that they have no time for themselves, when they tell me that there's just no time in the day, that they get no space or headspace, there's a big kind of bell and flag that goes up in my brain that says, where does this person believe that he or she is serving somebody else, meaning taking care of their kids, but they're actually doing that person a disservice? Where is the space in the day that can actually be reserved, carved out, and saved for that parent's own sanity? I know that a lot of you hear people talking about self care all the time, and it sounds like going and getting a massage or getting a manicure or pedicure. And if you've got the time and the money for those things, great. But most people don't, and or at least a lot of people don't. And the ability to step away for that long is, rare. And I also think that there's a concept of taking care of yourself when you're off the job, meaning when you step away from your kids, where you can do what you want, where you are nourishing yourself in whatever way feels good for you, right? And there's no real right or wrong there. I just encourage you to find something that actually rejuvenates you and doesn't just numb you out. But the concept that's even more important is about self care on the job while you're with your kids. What are the 30-second breaks that you can take to replenish yourself, to rejuvenate yourself, to make it so you're not running on empty? It's so important to identify those moments in your day, and they do exist. So, for example, this is where mindfulness kind of comes in, right? To play also another big word that people are like, yeah, mindfulness, like, what has that? It's not a cure all, but it is a way to lean into the common moments throughout the day so that you can make them into nourishing moments. For example, washing the dishes. People wash dishes by hand still, right? Or you're rinsing them before you put them in the dishwasher. And if you're able to slow down and wash the dishes with just like the perfect temperature water, and maybe you take a moment to smell the dish soap and you pat your hands dry at the end of it really gently with a towel, it doesn't take away from the chore of washing the dishes, but it does add some pleasure to it. So, mindfulness and pleasure go together, and that is a way to make something ordinary into something more pleasurable. That is a way to build self care into your daily routine and practice what I'm calling on the job self care. So I hope that example helps you, makes you start thinking, well, what are some other moments that, I have to do anyway, right? Chores that I have to do that I could possibly make more pleasurable and really sink into some moments of pleasure while they're happening. See what you can do. Maybe it's turning on the music that you love while you're folding laundry, or maybe it's, um, you know, using a special soap that you've been saving for whatever reason. You pull that thing out from the fancy box that you got it in as a gift years ago or for your last birthday, and you use that to wash your hands in your bathroom, right? Like, smell the soap, really take it in, make sure that you're letting the water flow all over your hands and in between your fingers, and really savor those moments. It's one of the best ways that I know how to get the most out of what can become very routine and sometimes boring, sometimes mind numbing tasks. So take care of yourself. Don't make the same mistake that all these parents are making around not having time for yourself and not having anything for yourself. Watch yourself talk around it. If you're telling yourself, I have no time for myself, guess what? You're right. Like, you're going to believe what you perceive, right? So change it up. Make sure that you are telling yourself that there is time, that you do matter, that your happiness and your pleasure do count, and that you're not willing to run yourself into the ground mistakenly thinking that you're doing it for other people's benefits. It's just going to breed resentment, and nobody is happy if a parent is resentful. It doesn't work that way. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and if you want more of this, I will provide links for how to reach me, and hang in there, stay mighty, and I'll see you next time. Bye.